making that popular by praising those women, by giving them all of our attention and money, and then now guess what? It's not a trend anymore, and all of them are getting their BBLs removed. And now we're admiring who's skinny again. It's like we create these standards for ourselves.
But it's not.
I don't need no man.
I'm getting somewhere. Go ahead.
Like
Fat, obese.
It's like the scissor
What is
saw.
that?
Big boys are better.
Just go ahead.
I guess it's not really my type. I've never been into a guy that
Sure.
is like that.
Okay.
But
Do you have any like when it comes to race or skin color? Do you have any preferences there?
not.
Okay.
particularly.
So what I would argue, let me ask: if a guy is lacking in the bulge, is that deal breaker?
no.
Don't care. Okay, that's fine. Would you prefer a guy like if a guy was balding? Would that kind of be a turn off or unattractive?
Well, I'm 18, so like
Some guys.
What does you being 18 have to do with whether or not you're attracted to him balding? What? That seems like it was just a way for her to try to get around the actual question. Maybe that's I don't know. That was kind of weird. That was kind of like I don't even know what in the world about which it was that she was talking. So if she thinks that in some form or facet that her being 18 is going to be a determining factor of whether or not she's attracted to guys with bald heads or not, maybe, because females who get older, they allow certain things to happen and accept certain things that they wouldn't accept when they were younger. So I guess possibly I give it some possibility. Probability, I don't know. Let's see.
Start balding early.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like
Okay,
I
well,
would want
let's
that.
say think forward to 25. Some of the men in your age cohort are going to start losing their hair. Like,
I
would you
wouldn't
prefer a
want
guy?
them to be balding, but like if they were, if I really loved them, like
But would you, generally speaking, like, do you find men who are not balding more physically attractive?
yeah, I guess.
Most women do. So, I mean, kind of going on this whole thing of, well, the body expectations of women are like really intense and there's so much to work up to. I would actually argue that for men, it's way harder because of the things that both men and women we judge each other for. There are far more things that that are outside of men's control that women judge men for. So height, penis size, physical size, if they're losing their hair, that's a big thing for a lot of women. A lot of women don't like that.
I'm not saying men are
Penis size.
not subject to like societal standards. I'm just saying that women have
It worse.
like,
Disavow.
yeah, a bit.
Not
like
really.
no, not a bit.
Did she just say females have it worse and then just said not a bit? She just said not a bit, which seems like it's alluding to her being about to say a lot. If she's about to say a lot, yo, I'm gonna go, dude. You bet not, ma'am. You better not be about to say what I think you about to say. Let's see.
I don't need no man.
Like they do have it worse. That's my opinion, and I think that like the whole like thing with bodies and like the beauty standard, like that's not even like half of what's wrong with society.
Sure, there's more, but just speaking specifically on the body thing,
That's like the one like topic that men kind of like are.
No,
have
I feel
equal
like I agree with
standards
Q
in.
that it's women who kind of did that to themselves because if you look at it really when that body started to become trending, it was when the Kardashians did it. That's when everybody wanted the small waist, the big boobs, the big. So it's like women, we did that to ourselves
and
by
You know what's crazy about what she just said? There's some truth to that. But here's what's the crazy part. Black females have been the standard for curvy bodies, just built, boom, bam, boom, brick house bodies, right? Then Latinas, then any and everybody else. But it's black females sitting at the top for that. then, like I said, Latinas, but I think Latinas have overtaken Black females because now Black females are mostly overweight and obese, unfortunately, at least in the West. But for some reason, when the Black females had all of that, it wasn't, hey, let me go grab that. But when Kim Kardashian did it, a white female who's Armenian, I believe, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, we should do what she does. We should get a body like hers. No, her body's not even hers. Her body's a Black female's body. So, wow, they waited till Kim Kardashian did that, and all of a sudden they want those type of bodies. So they're going and getting all this work done to breast implants, BBLs, all this crazy stuff. Wow.
I don't
Making
even
that
find that attractive.
popular by praising those women, by giving them all of our attention and money, and then now guess what? It's not a trend anymore, and all of them are getting their BBLs
But
removed.
women-
And now we're admiring being
Exactly.
skinny again. It's like we create these standards for ourselves.
But
And I
it's
think
not
that's what the
really
Barbie movie was
women.
actually about.
Well, it's not really like women specifically who are like doing that. I think men also
she's-
are the ones who are praising it, and it's not just women.
Yeah,
You-
but
I
you
think
cannot,
you-
you cannot argue that a woman getting
I don't know.
a woman getting surgery on her own body is her only decision. That's not a man's decision. That is
Yeah,
literally
but
her
it's-
only. That is
That's
her.
But
that-
it's
you're-
like in our
So it's like,
society,
you
men
can't blame
kind
that
of
on anybody else.
like in some ways, men created some of the standards that are for women.
Well,
See what she's doing? Do you see what she's doing? She's doing that thing about which I told you all. She's trying to move the field of battle into a field of battle in which she thinks she can win. This is why she's now starting to say, well, some males created some. Before it was males created the standard. She's talking about beauty. She said males created the standard. Now is, well, males created some of that, some of it, because now that a female has told her, no, we did A, B, and C based on Kim Kardashian. She comes back and said, no, but males. And then she said, wait a minute. No, we do this to our body. Remember the whole my body, my choice? That's not just about reproductive rights. That's also about what you do to your body in any way externally. So when you decide that you're going to do something to make your body look a certain way externally, that's male's fault too. So that female at the top said, and she's actually pretty. She's at the top. She says, no, we did this. Females did this, not males. Males didn't make us do this to ourselves. Now this female who's at the bottom right, the one that was in the blue, she says, well, I mean, I can't really say males now because she just destroyed my whole argument. So now I have to do what? What did I tell you all? They either have to be the ones right, or males have to be wrong, or both have to be wrong or right. It has to be neutral, or males are wrong. It has to be neutral, or females are right. So when she thought males were wrong and females were right, she was just talking and really not saying really anything because she couldn't even articulate herself. But once she realized, oh no, I'm wrong, and it's a female telling me I'm wrong, so I can't even blow it off as something misogynist or whatever, she said, I have to not take a loss. The sisterhood doesn't want me to take a loss. So I got to make it even. How do I make it even? Okay, I'll hit them with the hope and subjectivity thing. In this case, subjectivity. Well, I mean, some, we did some standards. They did some standards. She hits them with the neutral thing. That's why she went from it was male's fault to now is, well, they created some of it. Ain't that funny? Patrice O'Neal. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny?
I don't need no man.
Grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And, of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.